I just want to thank all of you for the commitment that you continue to make to keep our show alive and well and different. This is a different show, but all of your performances were your participation just right on. I am honored that we will be able to honor you and that you will be able to honor these first responders. That's what it's all about. That's what we've been through.
So many of us have had to just try to maneuver in so many different ways. And so this is a chance for us to have a moment to come together and to just continue to show the culture that by the kindness of the Lord, we're still here and that we still have something very important to say to a world that needs this particular kind of music with this particular kind of message more than ever. And so the Stella Awards is going to provide that, and to not only celebrate what we've been and who we are, but where we're going. And so that's why you have these incredible young talents like gold-selling Corinne Hawthorne, whose newest music is just freaking incredible. And then you have another young phenom whose pen and who's writing and his young genius is just blowing my mind. This boy got more talent in his pinky finger than I've ever experienced before in my life. And to be able to just kind of serve them as we try to serve the community is something that I think is going to be not only an epic moment when it comes to talent in music, but it's going to be a historic moment, because never has the genre ever been called on in such a trying time like this. And so we're able to maximize all of these challenges and bring them together in a celebration. And I think people will be excited to see it.
I don't think I anticipated, enjoying, the presence of Kirk and Corinne as much as I did. I knew I loved them in the first place, but, we've had an absolutely good time. I think it translates through the screen and everything. Me and Corinne are honestly a little relieved. This was kind of like a nice reprieve, I guess, to be able to do it and not in front of 10,000 people live. We were able to do it in a nice studio. And I mean, so we can figure out if we can do it or not. And I think that we both, felt like, what, I think we can handle this. If we got 10,000, I think we can handle it now. And it was cool to have it, to have the beginner course and then have it with really, one of the greatest of all time in Kirk. One of the greatest personalities and hosts and singers and artists and writers, all that. It was really an honor. And so we had a good time. I had a great time. I'm honored. Hopefully we can even do it more often, because we had fun throughout every teleprompter reading and every press thing. We just had a great time representing, the gospel.
Yeah, I was saying that I'm just super grateful for the opportunity in general. And I think being around Kirk and all his wisdom and just learning not even things that I can take throughout my career, but things that I can take throughout life is just something that, I don't know, it's not anything that I could ever, I don't know, I can't even express how grateful I am for it. So thank you so much, Kirk, and even Jonathan. I look up to both of them. So this was just an amazing experience. And like Jonathan said, I'm so grateful that we did not have to do it in front of 10,000 people. We definitely got our feet wet, and I'm so grateful for Kirk, because he said that we just kind of came in and, we did the thing, but we were watching him. We watched him and we learned. And I'm just so grateful. It was an amazing experience. And I'm happy that we got to do this in a time like this, because I was grateful for the opportunity before the pandemic. But I think that after all of these things that's happening in the world, it means a lot more that we get to inspire people with this show in this time. So I'm grateful to be a part of something so much bigger than hosting and having the opportunity. I get to inspire people, and that's what I do it for. So I'm grateful for my team. I love y'all, Kirk and John. Y'all lit. It was fun. Y'all gonna see. It was fun though.
As far as the Stella Awards, Don, I love you. My first time on the Stella Awards was 1993 with Tri-City Singers, a Songwriters Point of View in Chicago at the Auditorium Theater. auditorium theater. So, I have to always salute the Stella Awards because it's the one organization I think that understands this genre more than anybody. And when they acknowledge it, they really acknowledge it from a real place because they know it. They know you don't have to tell them who Thomas Whitfield is. You don't have to tell them who Vanessa Bill Armstrong is. You don't have to tell them who the next up and coming person is because this genre really knows it. And they've supported me for so many years. And I'm going on like 25 plus years now. So just to be here 25 years later and still have a music that they consider cutting edge and to still be acknowledged, I'm grateful. I didn't know this album would do that. I just said I was doing what I wanted to do. So I'm honored, and I'm really actually surprised. I didn't expect that this time around. So thank you so much.
I'm really excited about everything that is happening. Just like what Uncle Donald said, the Stella Awards, they know everything about gospel music. So it's really dope to see how they have remained timeless and progressive and still giving those of us that are still, following these trailblazers that are on this call or in this conference, giving us the opportunity to still, shine bright and do our thing. And I thank you so much, Mr. Jackson, again, for the opportunity with embracing us newcomers or the younger ones, I'll say, because sometimes we may feel like, well, are y'all remembering us? So I'm singing with J.J. Harrison and Rich Tolbert. And it was so fun and it's so special. I got a chance to do my good holler that a lot of my supporters love. It was a very churchy moment. So I'm looking forward to it. And I'm just really excited about it all. And especially seeing us gather together virtually, like what Jonathan said, Corinne, and Uncle Kirk said, we not in front of everybody. I miss everybody though. I wanted to hug on people. And so, but I'm looking forward to it and I'm grateful to still be a part of it.
I'm glad after 30 years in the industry to still be here and to still have an opportunity to, even share my gift. I look at people like Travis and Jonathan and Corinne, and I'm looking at them and Kiera, and I'm like, my God, if I had that energy, if I had that ability, if I had that talent. But just to be able to be here as long as I have been, I appreciate it. And I love what's happening and I love what's going on. And hopefully, I can be here for a few more years.
The Stella Awards this year, no one can predict what's going to happen because Michael just kind of used all of his creativity. Don literally just pushed him out the plane and said, "Fly, man." And he did, and he came up with some brilliant stuff. The hosts, who are all amazing and brilliant and who are all relevant and killing in the game. I'm excited about that collaboration as well and just seeing their energy. Donald, he's done so much throughout the years. And so for him still to be relevant 27 years after his first Stella Awards appearance and still blazing the trail, it's just, me and Jonathan often talk, that's what we want. We want to be around. We want to last, and not just be here and gone. And so to be on here and you already know what you're going to get out of Bishop Marvin. You already know what you're going to get out of Kiara. But to see them in a creative way express their gifts is something that I'm excited about, man. Honored again to be a part. Thanks, Don. He called me last year and was like, "Yo, we celebrating big, and I want you to be a part of it." And so I was happy. I called my mom immediately and said, "Mom, guess what? Don Jackson called me." So I'm pumped. It's going to be a great year as usual.
I want to say this based on our creative experience. First of all, thank you for actually saying that, Travis. But the artist made our world, because Don Jackson, right, he gave me like true freedom. And I really appreciate that. But the artist made my job so easy because the songs that they brought, the energy, they came in prepared. They were, a lot of times they didn't know quite what they were walking into. And within minutes, they actually captured it in a way that you would have thought we talked about it for 3 weeks. Because basically what we start doing was constructing performance conceptual videos. And usually that takes sometimes 6 weeks of planning. And when I tell you, everybody, Kiera, Marvin Sapp walked in at the last minute and came in and owned the space. It was really a great experience. It was one of the most creative, challenging, but wonderful experiences of my life. So I just want to thank all the artists that were part of it. You all actually made it do what it was supposed to do, and I cannot wait until the world gets a chance to experience what we did.